Hey guys, Weiss here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Gonna play some Flicky for the Sega Genesis. This is actually one of my favorite Sega Genesis games, despite the really simplistic graphics and sounds. As a matter of fact, this game looks like something you might see in a child's nursery room. But it is a great action game nonetheless. A lot of games from the 80s. This was a 1984 arcade game first, and it came to the Genesis in 1991. There's a lot of cutesy games from the 80s that are still challenging and a lot of fun that I like to play. But boy, this one really is cutesy. Turning in my man card for this one for sure. But it does have manly gameplay. It is a lot of fun, like I said. Now, if you get a string of birds, if you get several in a row, you know, if you can have several follow you along, you do score more points because it has a point multiplier, which is awesome. Now, I love point multipliers. Adds a layer of strategy to a game like Ladybug, and point multipliers were a video game element of play before, a pinball element of play before video games. Point multipliers like that were in the pinball machines before arcade video games. And you gotta love when the classics have bonus rounds. I tend to enjoy most of them. Carnival has cool bonus rounds. Of course, Galaga has the great challenge stages. Just a nice little bonus. Super Pac-Man has some fun bonus stages. Lots of classic games have bonus stages, including Flicky. And you guys may never heard of Flicky before. It's a pretty obscure arcade game, and it's a fairly obscure Genesis game as well. And I'm playing on the 360 on the Genesis Collection, Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection. And I got really good at the Genesis version. A little rusty here, but I'm going to try to get through a few levels for you guys. And one interesting thing about this game, you have to shoot the projectile weapon you're carrying, whether it's a flower pot or one of these other little items. You have to shoot it when you jump. It automatically shoots. And I like that you can just fall down into the exit. That's kind of neat. Alright guys, amping up the challenge a little bit here. Jumped right into him. These enemies pop out of these holes before you can even see them. Now they'll blink a little bit at first. That'll kind of give you a little warning. But even so, they can jump out and surprise you. Some of the little chirps have sunglasses, which is kind of cute. It's all about cute on this game, but looks can be deceiving. The game can be tough. Uh-oh. Alright, got a couple of chirps there at the bottom. Almost bit it there. As you can see, it's a wraparound world, is pretty common in the old days of gaming. I believe Defender for the arcades was the first wraparound game, or at least one of the early ones. And the mazes get a little more difficult here, you know, a little more constricted where you can move, so you can get trapped by enemies pretty easily here. There we go. Alright. Get this weapon up here before I advance downward. Never know when you'll need it. As here. Boom. 2 enemies with 1 weapon. You gotta like that. Controls aren't the greatest. It's a little. That's part of the challenge, I suppose. There we go. They're kind of floaty, but you're guiding a bird, so I guess that would make a little sense that they're floaty. Alright, bonus round again. Now if you jump just right, you can do a little better with these. Kind of get a rhythm going back and forth. Bummer. Oh well, still decent. More cuteness, pastel colors. This goes beyond cartoon-like, down to almost sickening. It's so cute. I can't stand it, but I love it because it's a great game. I do like that it has different maze layouts as you go, different visuals. A lot of arcade classics tend to get redundant looking after a while, but it's obviously a variety of images. Pretty neat, even if sickly sweet. All right, let's get down there. Oh, I got too much of a hurry. I wanted to get that chirp down there, and I just got in too much of a hurry. Got to respect your enemies, guys. All right, here we go. I believe this is the last chirp on this level. If you played Mappy, you know this game is kind of similar to it. And the creators of this game designed this game to sort of patterned after Mappy. They liked Mappy and they thought, you know, by Namco, and they thought they would do something similar with Flicky. I'm a big Mappy fan as well, but I actually like this game better. Mappy sort of has the trampolines you bounce on, but I like the way that you jump here better than the way you bounce in Mappy. Both great games though. Uh-oh. Ah. Nice. All right, moving right along. The music does get slightly redundant here, but that's okay. It's cheerful and pleasant enough. Kind of like it. Now more of the enemies have shades. Alright, there we go, people. Time bonus 5,000. Another little strategy there. If you finish a level quickly, you get more points. Let me guys, let me know. Do you like bonus rounds in games like Carnival, Super Pac-Man? I believe Rally X had a bonus round, and lots of classic games have bonus rounds, and I like this one a lot. It's fun. It's kind of a nice breather where you can play without worried about getting killed. And perhaps the most famous bonus round of all is the challenge stages in Galaga. There's the exit, but the enemy, that was dumb. Alright, let's see. Round 12. See how far I can get. Ooh, I unlocked Fantasy Zone. Nice. Very cool. It's slightly irritating when you have to unlock games on a game compilation that you paid good money for. I kind of prefer it when you unlock just features like videos or whatever. But anyway, it's cool. I unlocked Fantasy Zone. I'll take it. Big fan of Fantasy Zone. Fun game. Jumped right into him. Not smart. Alright guys, thanks for watching me play Flicky. Thank you for subscribing to the channel.